Come down the double chin. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impression slash, I don't know if you can do a review on a first impression, but we're going to take a look at the LA Girl Pro High Definition Long Wear Illuminating Foundation, and I have the color Fair, GLM 642 in Fair. This foundation comes in a standard, oh no, it's not standard, it's slightly less than 1 fluid ounce. It's 28 mils, which is 0.95 fluid ounces. It's a plastic bottle with a pump. So let's take a little squirt. And let's see how it goes. Here are the foundation swatches. LA Girl Pro.Coverage HD Longwear Illuminating Foundation in GLMG-42 Fair. Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation in Shell Ivory. Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate in F3. L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear in 415. CoverGirl Olay Simply Ageless 3-in-1 Liquid Foundation in 205 Ivory. CYO Life Proof in 102. I'm going to be using a brush on the left side of my face and a dampened sponge on the right side of my face. This sponge is from Shop Miss A. It's $1.88, I believe, and it's fantastic. I'll be using the Do Care flat top kabuki brush. I purchased this on Amazon, and I can try and see if I can link it below. Alright, so let's get going. Alright, I'm just going to take my finger and put a few dots. Use some stippling, press it into the skin. Right off the bat, that seems to be some pretty full coverage, high, medium. I have a hyperpigmentation spot here, and it's covering that. Alright, let's go in on the other side with the dampened sponge. Again, I'll just take my finger, put it on a few dots, see how she blends. I like to take my foundation on top of my eyelids. I have a lot of discoloration, redness, hyperpigmentation, and just to match the rest of my skin tone. I would say the coverage is about the same whether you use a brush or the sponge. Even when I do use a brush and the coverage is the same, I do like to go over, bounce over with the sponge just to kind of smooth out any lines, or not lines, any, just to smooth out the skin. Sometimes brushes can leave a little tracks or traces. Come down the double chin. Alright, let's come in real close so you can see. I think it's a pretty good color match. Lately, I'm finding with being fair, it's really hard, and particularly I like to try to get the best match as far as neutral or cool tone versus warm. I try to stay away from warm tone foundations because they bring too much orange, and I'm just more neutral to cool tone. But being so fair, usually I find foundations are like way too light. The lighter shades tend to be more warm with yellow or orangey, and to get a neutral or cool tone you have to go way up the scale or way down the scale. So this one, so far so good. It does feel a little tacky, and I do not like using powder. My skin is extremely dry, so if I can avoid using powder, that's a good thing. But I may need to put a little powder just so I can add some blush. I try not to use contour because A, I'm horrible at applying it, and B, it looks too orange on me, and it turns my whole, it looks like I literally have blush on my entire face. So we're gonna avoid that today. But so far so good. I'm liking the shade match, the undertone, and the coverage. It's looking good. Alright, I'll be right back with the rest of my makeup. Alright, I just added highlighter, blush, and I had forgotten to add the liquid eyeliner. So I used the Physicians Formula Eye Booster in Ultra Black, the Physicians Formula Nude, what is this, highlighter, and from my Ipsy, this is the blush I used. I just take my brush and tap them across all three colors. And I took out the hair clip, which I had added just to help out with foundation. Normally when I do it on my own, I just lift up my bangs, but I figured for the video it might be easier if I clipped it back. So this is the final look. It's the first time I've ever worn or put on or even tried the LA Girl PRO.Coverage High Definition Long Wear Illuminating Foundation. I've only had it on for 45 minutes. So far so good. I like the color. I like the undertones. The texture, I'm not looking dry. I like the finish. It's not super matte. It's not super dewy. It's nice satin. So far so good. So if you are digging what you're seeing, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.